Welcome back to Gunners Update, the ultimate destination for all things Arsenal, where we bring you the biggest transfer news, deep analysis, and exclusive updates that keep the Gunners faithful buzzing with excitement. And today, Arsenal fans, we have monumental breaking news that will send shockwaves through the footballing world because the club has just completed a sensational double deal that will go down in history as one of the most ambitious transfer moves ever made by the North London Giants. Yes, it's official. Rodrygo goes from Real Madrid and Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen are both heading to the Emirates Stadium. This is not just a routine transfer announcement. This is a defining moment that shows Arsenal's determination to not only dominate the Premier League, but to also make a serious statement in Europe. So buckle up, because we're about to break down everything you need to know about these two world-class arrivals, their impact on Mikel Arteta's project, and why this double signing is the ultimate game-changer for Arsenal. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments, because this moment will be remembered by every Gunner around the world. Arsenal have pulled off the transfer coup of the summer by completing not one, but two blockbuster deals. After weeks of negotiations filled with twists and tense waiting, both personal terms and transfer fees have now been agreed. Rodrygo, a dazzling Brazilian attacker from Real Madrid with Champions League pedigree, brings flair, creativity, pace, and a goal threat that Arsenal's front line has been crying out for. Alongside him, Hincapié, the Ecuadorian defensive rock from Bayer Leverkusen, arrives to inject Arsenal's backline with resilience, speed, composure, and modern defensive intelligence. This is balance personified, attacking brilliance, and defensive solidity wrapped up in two perfectly timed acquisitions. Let's start with Rodrygo. At just 24 years old, he has already lifted La Liga and Champions League trophies, showcasing his talent on the biggest stages. But under new management at Real Madrid, he has found himself sidelined, benched during crucial matches, and left craving the minutes that a talent of his caliber deserves. Real Madrid, stacked with attacking stars like Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham, were open to listening to offers, valuing him around the $100 million mark. Arsenal came knocking with a strong bid in the region of $78 million, signaling intent, determination, and belief that Rodrygo is the man to elevate their frontline. For Arsenal, this isn't just about adding another attacker, it's about solving an urgent problem. With injuries to key players like Kai Havertz and the relentless pressure on Bukayo Saka, the Gunners needed someone who could step in immediately and deliver at the highest level. Rodrygo fits the bill perfectly. His ability to operate across multiple positions, left wing, right wing, central attacking role, or even as a secondary striker, aligns seamlessly with Mikel Arteta's tactical philosophy built on flexibility, pressing, and positional interchange. He's quick, fearless in one-on-one duels, and a tireless worker off the ball. In Arsenal's high-tempo system, he wouldn't just survive, he'd thrive. Beyond his technical brilliance, Rodrygo represents ambition. This is Arsenal sending a loud, clear message to rivals and fans alike. We're not here to settle, we're here to dominate. Signing a Champions League winner at the peak of his career shows that Arsenal are ready to step onto the elite stage with confidence. But let's not forget the second half of this double signing, the defensive reinforcement in the form of Hincapié. At 23 years old, he's already proven himself as one of the most reliable and versatile defenders in Europe, with over 160 appearances for Bayer Leverkusen and more than 45 caps for Ecuador. A left-footed center-back who can also slot in at left-back, Hincapié offers exactly the kind of tactical adaptability Arteta craves. His pace, reading of the game, and ability to carry the ball out from defense make him a textbook modern defender. He's aggressive in duels, comfortable under pressure, and equally effective in building attacks from deep. Arsenal and Leverkusen have agreed terms based on his $60 million release clause, and personal terms have already been finalized. The only remaining piece of the puzzle is the expected departure of Jakub Kiwior, whose move to Porto on a loan with an obligation to buy is set to clear the space needed to finalize the Hincapié deal. When Hincapié signs on the dotted line, Arsenal's defense will gain not just depth, but a long-term leader capable of evolving into one of the world's best. Hincapié's arrival builds on Arsenal's defensive reinforcements this summer, following the acquisition of Ricardo Calafiori, ensuring that Arteta's squad is equipped to handle injuries, fixture congestion, and the demands of competing on multiple fronts. The addition of Hincapié alongside Rodrygo encapsulates what Arsenal's transfer strategy under Andrea Berta has been all about: calculated risks, ambitious moves, and balancing short-term impact with long-term growth. This double signing means Arsenal now boast one of the most exciting young cores in Europe: Saka, Odegaard, Rice, Rodrygo, and Hincapié. Each of them not only raises the standard of the squad but also carries the ambition and hunger needed to build a dynasty capable of competing with Manchester City, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich. Arsenal are not just building for this season, they're building for the next decade. Arsenal fans around the globe will be eagerly refreshing feeds, waiting for the official announcement and the first images of Rodrygo and Hincapié in Arsenal red. This is history in the making, and it's proof that Arsenal are back among the elite, ready to challenge at the highest level. So, Gunners, strap in because the future looks brighter than ever. That's all for today's massive update on Arsenal Focus Plus, where the double deal of Rodrygo goes and Piero Hincapié to Arsenal is now reality. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like if you're buzzing about this transfer news, and share your predictions for how these stars will reshape the team. Until next time, stay tuned for more breaking updates, and remember, we are Arsenal, and we are building something truly special. After months of whispers, leaks, and insider updates, the news is confirmed. Arsenal have pulled off the coup of the summer by bringing in Rodrygo, a player who has tasted the glory of Champions League nights and La Liga triumphs with Real Madrid, a forward blessed with flair, creativity, pace, and the ability to score in big moments, someone who will immediately elevate Arsenal's attacking arsenal. And alongside him comes Piero Hincapié, a defensive prodigy from Bayer Leverkusen who has already proven himself as one of the most reliable, intelligent, and versatile defenders in Europe, adding steel, composure, and modern ball-playing qualities to Arsenal's backline. This combination of attacking brilliance and defensive solidity is exactly what Arsenal needed, the perfect balance to build a squad capable of sustaining a title challenge and going deep in the Champions League. Let's start with Rodrygo because his story is one of raw potential meeting frustrating reality at Real Madrid.